Abraham Mama Kwaba de Buba TV XYZ any power 97.9 if radio XYZ 93.1 FM so promoter break Kasiebo na yede erebrem na October bosoming ne daito so do ebiesan eso na nsemi nyina free main studios aye won number 37 Abebrese Street Osu Accra voter power 94.1 ebefa bi ewo ho Global FM wo ho sharp watakra de ensuro mai fe won kran kwanta bom wo jasi kanje nyame ewo sampa nanano mu afo goso Western Radio ewo exiama elembele KFM 92.1 wo pa Zanglegi FM wo bole Vinci Radio ni TV wo donkwa no fen Atom Local FM wasa Citro High Radio so ewo bechem Radio SM online.com ni apo 68 FM ewo Virginia USA tuning ye wo power 97.9 Desi Radio wo Italy Adam Fopa Radio wo Paris G Life Radio wo UK OPD Radio and so wo UK my XYZ online.com multi TV digi boss ne so Radio channel XYZ so Kasiebo enam ho Facebook pa 979 TV XYZ Ghana YouTube ye XYZ Broadcasting Lao Silence Television wa America Bruchima mu so Kasiebo enam honom Wimpan Sampa Wudi FM ewo Pusiga Shaman Potem ye wonyansa po FM so Rich FM ewo Asinfusu Gateway Radio Wankwanta South Oti Potem ho krona no mipamucha ye wo Oti Radio so 101.5 ewo Dambai ena uko ahafo Kenya sia yewo Anapoa FM so 105.1 Sunyan 107.5 Bono FM Trinity FM so ewo Bogoso NFA Sunset Radio so ewo Bibiani Kasiebo ni ebedi mu akotimbini Mampenyi abedi akire ade atudwa se Ghana mampenyi akasa ene apanfaka nhade aboa sebeye na yebeye mbra adietia se Ghana ni bientimi kwa galamse ewo nsuwo biara eho Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama abo omagna nkasa yen anamonga yengetu se yebema emia ene fe obi biara ho kwan na ebebu amomanga na ne chichire betumi akonanim Sanso anakopiemu awo dwabo sonso abanu akire se ayaresa bia ho no obehwe na watimi atretire mu abamu ama nipadodo agayarehwe eso ewo ho ena no anasifu biti wo hu gumonting so go say aka wo mododo bebru impim eye aha esia yene mo Erika say no osafo no no hwapo modem sam so etu anamong say sangrofo aka ni nyinara yentua wo muka ye ma won adwumanye Saso ana abano abo anoma so behwe na katase ne proye kankano wetu ase na mom no ayade se obi bia adwenkyere ene ne mboa no ebehia Abraho semesi wo timantemma adehye makomako bese du enum etua nananom nsiade no ewiabre ye beko akoje honom se ne ensem no akosi afa Saso ana nandoli kalio eye aban anamusinu so chemse black voter no ene no galamse ene ye ne nhyehyeye bonia ekoso mangane mu no say no Chairperson Dima Ahafo Regional Security Council Ora Charity Gardner edi abaso body akwa police fo se wongeti mabu amampotam ono asomdwe tumi aba Wei ene samudo bi ene ekan ya bobo no se from Tobra Kasiebo awie yade eba besom Kasiebo no nwumako bi ena afa hoka asi omunan so eboyen na yetimi ade Kasiebo so Abremo X natural mineral water waka ho bi mita ka promo no yegusu gina yana so na Medi Moses ordinary pano eye lifted capsules no and abeso yen asen ene wiabre gentle step mother care ho ne ebekwa koto ye mofra niama entare ne impabwe nyina na ho ne ebekwa koto bi ne fei mega cash yes etwebi na ubenya sika na wodi ewom enwumako yi afoforo bi ka ho ene na wiabre nuanom be no yen atena se ye de insame erebramo Akinkanfo ene Joda ewiabre meeting di Accra Kofi Dako mene Akuya Krantema Kasiebo no munchirem ankasa enen esante neni da edi kanga Ghana Black Stars wangasa qualify bi mo World Cup na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eye Ghana mampanyene na odinsem atugwa wabra orekasa ewo wiase afana nyina edwumedi bia rekoso ewo China mangno emu na emia hu sem ena orekasa ebema wo kwan na input nyuma tumi aba wiase afana nyina His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wabra orekasa ewo bra omangana ni China fo egwedifo nkabom ku a erikoso ewo ho na ebetumi abu ama nkabom betumi aye adwuma ewo amang bien entem na yera John Dramani Mahama ewo brea eye China mang no woman penin eye Xi Jinping atunsa afre no na UN women ne etoso wo muhwemudi ne etoso du ebiesa ene du anan ewo busumi mu a erikoso ewo ho na yera John Dramani Mahama echirim se ohwe oman Ghana yanga na muntu a yengetu se yebehwe se yebema emia ho kwan ankrankra ne obi biara obetumi aye bribi e de abua oman Ghana ne chechire no yengetumi aye no wo bre a abesin comrade tintin ne na yeguso ayere ye no o se saadi na oman no yanga ye no yengetumi abayo humodin ye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bra rekono na nankasa ne hunke ni First Lady Urayere Lodina Mahama eka ho bi ene afofuru pi eka ho a wakopuam e wo China man mu a ho ena yera John Dramani Mahama edin semitugwa e wo ho.
Country Ghana remains steadfast in its pursuit of gender equality and the empowerment of our women. Under my leadership and in my capacity as the African Union champion for gender and women's empowerment, the government of Ghana has continued to take decisive steps to mainstream gender across our national development policies. We've achieved historic milestones, including the election of Ghana's first female vice president and the unprecedented appointment of women to leadership positions in government, the judiciary, the security services, and key national institutions. These are not just symbolic gestures, they are deliberate affirmation that women deserve a seat at the table of the highest levels of decision-making. And I am confident that in the very near future, our women will break the glass ceiling and there will be a woman president of the Republic of Ghana.
Ghana mampene John Dramani Mahama na se dachi biara se ne oman Ghana yenga tutu ye niama no dachi obianso betumi abeye omampanyene enu achi ose abang edi nhihai erugugu akwema ne man ketenkete bia entutu ye na ma yan hyedan humia pi ewo eye yenga dwumade mu nsoso no erenche abang no di nhihai beba na sa nema na aya kwansede ni nyina no wobeyi edi efi ho.
Affirmative Action Act mandates a minimum of 30% female representation in public by the end of 2026, 35% by the end of 2028, and increasing to 50% of public appointments for women by the year 2030. To further empower women economically, Ghana is establishing a Women's Development Bank to provide low-interest loans, financial literacy, training, and business development support to our women entrepreneurs. This initiative is designed to advance financial inclusion and expand opportunities for women across all sectors of our economy. Mr. President, the global order is changing rapidly, and it threatens to reverse the gains made by the Millennium Development Goals and the ongoing Sustainable Development Goals. The global multilateral order and our rules-based trading systems are being jettisoned and are giving way to more unilateral actions by some global players. In this unpredictable environment, we need to focus on safeguarding the gains made by our women and other vulnerable groups since the Beijing conference 30 years ago. The African woman is particularly vulnerable, and I wish to use this platform to call on my colleague African leaders to focus on the welfare and empowerment of African women.
Ghana man John Dramani Mahama.
Na yefi Ghana man penye akachia yambra na bedi chirenso enso na odinsembi atudwa achirem se Ghana man ye ayenhyai na yetimi ayembra yade bebu akra se Ghana ni bia enkonkwa galamsei ewo Ghana ensuwansu ahone no sambra no nche bia ebeba na wade odisansemi tudwa wombro kopie mu ewo Belgium dwumedia Global Gateway Forum ewo Brazils ho ana sansemi odi atudwa no chirem se se na galamsei no nsanso boni ewo Ghana so no ewo se yembra no na etimi ebua na chese yetimi adeso ano na Ghana so no yakuya nim working towards banning
mining in water bodies. We've been mining gold forever. How come all of a sudden all our waters were polluted? The water sources are normally in our reserve portions. And that's the reason why those areas are reserved forests. Now, when you give that to some who can even will it to his family, you don't know what I'm talking about. So it becomes a family property. How do you stop that water, that source, from polluting the many rivers, from the source to many areas? A bill is being prepared to reverse what we saw and to ensure that the people are moved out of these areas and properly placed. What's even more disturbing also is the fact that when some mine, they just leave the place bare. We are having reports of people falling into the pit. So we have so many things, and we need everybody's support, showing that we can all drink clean water and have healthy food.
Na se we ayankɔhwehwɛ Ghana mampanya be de akire ne Ghana adehye kɔhye mu ɛwɔ Belgium no se ɔde ɛto ɔmanim na ɛno achi ne ɔsoafo be de akire a ɔhwɛ amano ne nsɛm so owura gyachi kwesen enso ɛde bi ɛto so kyem se ne no se ɔhwɛ agalamse ne de anwinim ni se ɛha adwuma papa ɛnyɛ asempuma.
Longest 88 till 2016 next year issue 88 licenses. 2017 till this date, 2,167 licenses were issued within 8 years. So some people took it personally as a business, and unfortunately, the majority of them were government leaders. We have a measure in place now. We would restore our water bodies. We are not going to issue licenses that are random as it is. We are also reviewing those licenses to make sure those who are not deserving are removed from it. We'll also be prosecuting some people, because at the end of the day, it's a damage to the whole country. Even if your area there's no illegal mining, they grow food there and bring it to you. You buy food at Makola, you know where it's coming from. So sometimes we have to be bold and stand up. The water bodies will be restored, but it takes gradual process. No one is getting, we're actually reviewing the licenses that were issued, and with time, we were able to clean up our water bodies. Nobody is happy about it. It's a shame to the country.
Na we no ane nkomohwehwe akọ so ewo eye Belgium ene amuti no eyowura James Jachi Kwesen na yete ne kan no achi no Ghana de hia ewo Belgium disepanyim pa odo ama no owura kwaku bu ama achampon enso esre Ghana mampanyi se wo matede a oye ewo manga no mum onkoso anye dodo nka ho na campaign promise ni nyina no hwe na ontimi ye no achi osese port charges no so no omuye bibi ewo ho embo Ghana de hia.
Major concern for Ghanaians in diaspora is the excessive duty at our house. The president promised during the campaign tour that the new NDC government is going to work on it. So please take this issue to the cabinet for us. These vegetables and other foodstuffs are not allowed in European markets. They are not allowed because they have too much pesticides. And this is blocking a big market for our agricultural development.
Ani amuti ayowura kwaku buama achampon ekandi ono na kopiemu ewo eye Belgium ase eye Ghana Council no oye president ede emomo.
Beya na otwe bientamu ni na Ghana de hye bi a womu ya na sifo chirim se won aye adwuma be se busumu eduntem yentua wo muka na womu dodo eye be se 13,000 nso abanfoforo ba ye no womu be bro 7,000 ene akiri ana ban no efi asese obetua wo nka enti won a won aka akiri no ene wote wo hugu monting so eyo ye kire emu nsensem dodo na ebai na ne ye ne mo erika sei no osuafo a no no hwe apomodem nsem so kwabena minta akando efrensem twefo ahwehwem ana ɔde nsɛm kɔto wɔn anim ɛna ose saa anasifo wɔn mo dodo a wɔn aka akyiri bɛsɛ mpimesia ɛne akyiri no yɛne mo rekasɛ no aban bɛfiase tua wɔn ka nyankropon yɛ adom abosomi a yɛreba bɛsi mu no ne da ɛbɛdi kan pɛpɛpɛ wɔn nyinara wɔbɛnya wɔn sika na ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛnyɛ no nkuto a doctor fo nketenkete a wɔn so wɔn wɔn bi a yɛ junior doctors ne nyinara na wɔn sika kemam ti a wɔn so ɛna no wɔbɔ ntene ne si anka wɔbɛte wetua no aban bɛtua ne nyinara ɛde ama wɔn kwabra mitaka no wɔ bra rekasa no na yɛn ama ne boni kofi abrante agyina hɔ no mu a ne nsɛm ne bi ɔde brɛ yɛn
ye wa nurse fo a wɔn so ɔmo yɛ rotation nurses ne allied health professionals and also nyamia daroma emu more than 17,000 so yɛnya clearance ɛde ama wɔn no ye ba ye conditions of service a na bandada no de nsa ahya ase a yɛn implement mu ba kokora ɛno so ɛbɛyɛ asɛm ɛbɛda yɛ kom sane ma bi semu ɛne ne sikasɛm aso yɛ no ɛde hu nkita ho a ɔmaboa yɛn efi sɛ ba nipa akatua nsɛm a sikasɛm aso yɛ no ne di mu tintima yie pa yamia daroma sane ma maboso nyinaa no sikasɛm aso yɛ yɛwura atofosen ɔda no mene ne mienu ɛde yɛntoma ba no ɛme yɛnya ne nyinaa pomasibrɛ demom ɛnɛ de di mu tintima yie ne sɛ saa bɛyɛ 6,500 na yɛka ho asɛm sisi yi no aban Kasiebo cabinet asi gyinaeɛ sɛ yɛmpɛ sika ne yɛmfa ntuo mu nyinaa ɛka from November nti saa mmerɛ yi ɛno nso yɛnya ho pomasibrɛ a ɛno ho krataa ɛna ɛno nso ekura me ɛwɔ ha
ɛno akyi mubɛkae a bra mebui ɛte wɔ ho gu mountain so kɔyɛ saa ɔyɛ kyerɛ no wɔn ba no dani ɛyɛ Stephen Kwadwo ɛna brebimpo mini ne kasa ɛna ɔse sɛma minister no ka no wɔn hyɛ de ni gyadi wɔ mu ne arɛhyɛ mu sɛ bɛbɛm ɛnɛ enu na wotwe biempo ɛno ɛna aban etu ho anamon ɛde ama wɔ Kwadwo ɛnɛ ɔne menua Kofi Abrante twetwe nkɔmɔ se yiw eyi aban papa abanen wɔbɔ aban na ba so sɛ ɔhyɛ bɔ no wɔadi su pɛpɛɛpɛ
asema minister no kan ye no yasom na yani nso agye ho pa esan se ye de yade so de beto nanim no watu anamo ententem so amaye anu yie a ye wo arehye pa e wo ministry ni mu se waka no de wose be ye oyo ni nyina nanche no de krata e free cabinet e ba abonten e be kire se cabinet a hye no e de na so ye ne so mo hwe na mo ntua ye ka enti wo gidie woni mu na mo minister no kan asem bi eno na ye twen anu yie ahwesa anu yie a wo de beba no e be kɔ in our favor e be kɔ amaya na wachira se yesika na aboaboa no bebre no ombɛhyɛ ase atua yɛ next month deɛ nanso ɛno no nhyehyɛ egu akwan ma ɔde bɛba abɛto yɛ nim ɛno na yɛhwɛ anim mu sɛ ano yie anaasɛ nhyehyɛ a ɔde bɛba abɛto yɛ nim no ɛyɛ ade a ɛbɛboa yɛ nyinaa na ama yɛnya akoma pa de yɛ adwuma no enti mekɔ so ka kyerɛ kuom mai sɛ over 10 months ni na yɛyɛ adwuma yɛntua yɛ ka sɛ minister ama yɛ assurance we have just 1 month enti yɛnum so ntwɛn ɔpɛ na nya arehyɛ mu pa ɛwɔ ministry no mu sɛ waka no wɔde ɔse ɛbɛyɛ ɔyɛ nanso yɛbɛkɔ so atu anamo bi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtu ameki sure sɛ nurse ni ana midwife a otwa to ɔkora agye ne sika ansa na yɛbɛhome ayɛhome
Stephen Kwadwo Tachia ɛyɛ convener de ma nurse fo a wɔn mu sɛ wɔn ayɛ adwuma busumi du ntam a yɛntua wɔn kan nɛ wɔn anya asɛm dɛ
to asona yanko dwabo so ayam patem na na babeto dwa se mbrahye badwani a ogiremu ema adehye ayowura minta akando ode atodwa achemsa ban no ayenhye ade aboa sebe na yaresabia wodo a se woni mpeso aso ni mpodi a se wo se ye ogana fa na nyina no ombe yatimi aboa sebe na nipa dodo benya bia ye omo yade omekwa yaresabia akwaje ayarehwe pa
we wo wa yesini na enka ho ne ne kra no 100 bed capacity hospital. Sisiano, ye pesi ye pijam, ye de ko about 120 bed capacity. Neme bi mu wa ayedada e wose bubu no ni sin foforo. E bi wo ho nso a na enka ho kra eno so wose ye de ka ho. E ye nhese na yakopon adaroma 2025 aban budget a o kan ye no na sa project we e ka ho. Nti na wo say ye ho hyehye contract sama for bebede abanya adwuma de oh yeah we go through a lot of processes Nankopon adaroma process ne ba ko ne say e wo say e be kire engineers no ba bia say ye no kre say ye wa asase say ye no kre say o ba bi kre friend Diaspora district hospital ye be kire wonom ba bia say adwumadie we e be koso de hia me pa ne say ye wie adwumadie no na amanfo no mo district ni mu no e be nya ho mfaso na mo so ahye me bo say mo be ne sa pepepe emum ekoso no ba bia bedu bia no be ma amanfo no abehwe.
Yet was so not just say Okopiem our Ministry of Health ho panyin purchase or no ohwe eye infrastructure dwumadie no eso eyo owura ben ampoma in cancer or no so edway etwaso.
See a pejam ni person modern healthcare. I bet me provided the needed health facilities. Ama Gabos only more any important money now. And the aircon is upgrading it to 120-bed hospital. Now some of the facilities a bit more accident emergency, a new one, maternity department, surgical unit, physiotherapy, and a laboratory. The existing facility no so no the better say be no e be touch near yes ho so fe now things medical waste e ade e ho hia yie nti no so e wo ho e be san so I design mechanical and electrical installations for all the functional areas now ya bono ICT so e wo ho e be baba be ye na ade ba ko be san ye bi mu ye eye center e ba ha say the dentistry e ba in terms of imaging, your X-ray, but we are bringing a CT scan as part of the project.
Yantwaso wasa aya dwumadie na ase no panyin no oye Ghana Health Service Council no aso aya hene ewo Sehwi Bonzan eye na no fori ahinko to so mienu enso akirem se ne sa wo hwa na se mpanyimfo aya nhye ade aboa na apomdon sam no atimi akonkan
hia no ema momfa enkame yen na nehwe ma wo dwabo so ha ya mokọ na so twetwe ne na ase a momra me ho Bonzan wo free ha ko Bonzan just about 3 kilometers or 4 kilometers but meaning very well say nya de ono so kra obetwetwe ne na ase emo bia mo hia no momra ye ho na yen so ye beboa mo na manfo ne nyina ase ne ono abokan ye no Ghana for ya no bia ye footballer ye bobo obem say obi aye coach ye be si dan obi aye friend say engineer ye besre wa kire ye say ye ko ba bi na se ye hu say how bi wo ho a ye nko DC ho and me very sure say DC so no enya de obedi enamo
aya nana ofori ahinkan ono ne hene ewo Sehwi Bonzan ena yete ne nkano
aha ye TV XYZ tani power 97.9 ife radio XYZ 93.1 yentua Promotional Kasiebo no eso ena no anase no ampo ne yanya ne tiese Ghana de hye subonto bi akomune atom ewo oti importem ma enam so ma nipa makomako dunum afamu a won atua nananom ensiedo sa nipa dunum wo se na wote sa subonto no so a oretwa nsu no ekọ eyi ewo importem ba ko a eno wo oti mantem wo se wo frɛ okuma ekopom wo debume I know ewo importem ho na amanebo ayensaka echirem se won a ongetua nananom nsiado yi no wode won mu no akopom wo krache aban ayaresabia mochiro ho afoforo bi nso yede won akopom ewo wuragura eno so government hospital mochiro honom se na be ya behwe won ye na ehusem na nkasa no ena joda sabre no ehusem akosi den ne osi yen anan ewo ti mantama de biara da wode amanebo ebreyen eye Ibrahim nso Ibrahim mo aha mo akwaba na update ben na aba wom aba mo panyifo na mo ben na won atu wom efei won a won ewu ni nyinara no won ehu won ana
Mr. Lovely mejo so lewe iso and on Saturday and Timantho no be pimo to regional yan tiasem de ko pimo crashing West municipality and where Timantho mo asia Atorenchen semi abitum ndamo Saturday ama obiara egbo ho abobo isam no kasai adia yeni nadmo for any lady for eka ehungu ma yekoko piro mbabia incident ne happen na obudi say abra asem beto dwano obobo mbodi se ne be ya ometuma bibia na ometuma ho ipadodo a obato nsuru Now the other two Johnny said, not more reports. The other two Johnny said, Nipa or more airboats no air opportunity, but the same Luka say, any conform the now edge being component, or maybe to say, in conform a brosa or opportunity trade. Now the same Luka say, Abra, a seminar, get before airborne one day or many not know any some of the fishermen, so I think don't be dia Senebeya or make not ready conform the bad. Don't say, the Nipa Baku 15 and a few months, Luka say. Na for or more yes, Luka say. Na he said, maybe Abama, some way, Luka say, according to that book, which you must say, Nipa 23. But the business say, Nipa 20. It is Nipa 19 or 1 year. As Luka say, Nipa 15 African. Nipa 4 or more yes, Luka say. Now, I will say, for now, I'm free. I had the Bima or Mukoi or Kuma community. Now, which you say, and Muko, Coco Pino, I was our community now. Or Muna, actually, for one boater, you can also answer that kind of passengers. And the woman say, Aqualana, although actually, I boat now, this incident is in Copa, which you might say, Aqualano, I was just 11 years.
Ibra, banideng na 11-year-old boy. Yeba mani kwanzi. Onu momu ano betime twisa subonto no. How come ye ni ayi mrebi wo honum se bia mofra tisa anka e wo se wo school dem mbo anaso ko school. How come say 11-year-old boy ne yama ne kwanse sa subonto onu mo no betime twi.
The woman say ye chemo I say akwapo say the we taxes for LOD. Nti obu do potia e ba ya wo de sa e bo to na plan se wo twi na abua ye kokko twi no ye ne information de na na person no wo de komo na nso de ko ba ya wo de sa bo to ma kwala ono di 11 years but na ake hu ndi aba wo person wo indicate say this the actual thing happen there omu che mo sa about for that but they will say who do to na wo is very small and what's a but at one say I saw the why was the why you what na kofa akuba ko 23 minuka say I'm a Nipa 15 the Benaya school kola now we say who could pay more akwese community a omutiben who na yebusya for it bia Nipa ka
eti Ibra eba ne sa no ono abofra na nkasa no wa survive anaso no so we wusa
because most of them Colonna or driving Sabo to know women after no 5 years.
Mati, but Nina Mono, one actually be any arrest be na.
So I look at arrest for now, and Stena. Not the director, the foster, any for any police for every jet to come on. We say, we also be
Ibrahim CP, and your fan on Sambre Muno, for any dear children and Samra Hona, Famuchim Fabre, Ibrahim so young money Buni Osi and Anang Ewo Oti Mantem, and Odisa, Ibra Hosema AC Ewo, Cratchy West bottom, now or the home is some Abraya no emu, Osabu Fran and Finwenya, if you shadow back 11. But
say Saturday in Tibia no school, but Saturday no
be Kakra. But those here bands have some experience or no.
Garoko, welcome from my papa.
Yen Kasiebo.
Yan Twasona, Yambra, Epoya, Mantam no emu. Nene, a year so for Osha Mantam no eso, Mamerita, Akosia Awate, Adia Tuja Achrem Seneno, Ganaman Penny Ashabo, Sir Gana, Adiaba Quedinia. Pa ayaketa shane prane kankanya to the bia dane dina yade say aban inwuma osi obekọ de na kono no kwantimi nko e wo se Ghana fo nyina ye boa no atai na chi na odinsa nkunim no o de sansem to jombra Eastern Region stakeholders meeting e course so eto ato adwehwe kwan a keta shane proye on betimi atuase e wo mantem no emu.
Corruption remains a major impediment in our national development. It erodes public trust, undermines good governance, and diverts resources away from essential services. It is therefore refreshing to know that efforts are being made to renew and strengthen our national anti-corruption framework through an inclusive participatory process such as this very one. The government recognizes that combating corruption requires more than just laws and institutions. It requires a comprehensive and coordinated approach that engages every citizen of this nation. To this end, the development of this new phase of National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan is a critical step forward. I wish to assure you that the government of His Excellency the President of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, is fully committed to the successful formulation and, more importantly, the implementation of the new National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan.
Nani amutino ayo swafo hwe epoya mantam no eso eno echi co-chair Emma eye Citizens Movement Against Corruption owura eye Adam Sanano enso ebo Ghana mampanyi abaso se ohwe eye de sefata de tu katasha ne proye no ase
funding. So we are anticipating that some engagement with the president, with the Minister of Finance to see how can we make sure that, because so far, even though people will say, oh, the anti-corruption fight, the agencies are not getting enough money to do what they should do. So more funding. And then the structures. Can we have specialized courts? Because we realize that the cases take so long that Ghanaians have become like, these cases are taking too long. So fast track the courts. Let's make sure the cases are dealt with speedily. Let's make sure that within 6 to 9 months, there's a resolution. Let's make sure it's published. When it is clear to Ghanaians that, when you live that way, you'll be in prison and somebody else will be enjoying, or the thing will be sold. We will now see that people will be more afraid to engage in corruption and various types of fraud. So you are absolutely right that there's a lot of work still to be done.
Aniamuti aye owura Adam Sanano.
Yes, streaming live for Facebook or Power 979 FATV XYZ Ghana. Yentu Kasiebo no so. For mantam or panyinga ono no da bambo nyumeku ni nyina no se chairperson de ma for Regional Security Council. Ora Charity Gardner. Ora Yeremum Charity Gardner no chrim se ohwe bambo nyumeku a wo mo hye na se anasa mo nyina mo mantam no no nga bo homoden sasumdwe betumi aba wa for mantam dia. Wanga bo homode ye papa no no so se osi o mampanyinga nan e wo hodo mo no bekto so aye na afemode sene be ya avomantamofo obetumi atena se ewo asomdwe kwan so ora Charity Gardner edin se me etugwa wabra na nkasa orekasa ewo West African Security Services Association wasa ejumedi a eba so ewo ahafogo so a eno na ye mantam no mu eye capital honom na Charity din se betugwa wo.
Our hard-working officers and men of the Ghana Police Service for your role in maintaining peace and stability of the country in general and the region in particular. We acknowledge the collaborative efforts of the security service in the region, which has led to the maintenance of law and order as the progressive reduction in the crime rate in the region. We are very appreciative of your efforts. Indeed, the peace we are currently enjoying in the region, which has made it possible for the peace-loving citizens to go about their activities without fear, has largely been as a result of your hard work. Beyond that, I also commend the role of our security men and women in peacekeeping in the sub-regions and in the whole country as large.
Ahafo mantam no mosiafo ora yere Charity Gardner enuachi ahafo mantam no no police domsa hene oda wanga no DCOP ora James ano nso ne yanga manebo ni sule drama na twetwe nkomo kire mu se obeto akoso aya dwumaden se ne be ahafo mantam nema nyina no ebetumi akonkan titiri wo bambo mu nsem ne fence so wasanso kire mu ne enti a omo hwehwe sa dwumadi no
na wa ye dwuma na me fa ko se Uba 2024, every day,
Yen na police for what I know more time echi. Emma 2024 fin na koye. Ya to aba, ya chance Bolivia, ya to abrewie adia, ya sa esi atufufro. Emu sense ni na ya ta hatubi. Monitor. Afi ya gekuma ya hwese criminals. Omo we before omkutetio ani kokro no akese ekunku nipa ni ade. Strategies are there football work. We can't strategy na one. Any afu
DCOP James Ano Aya Ahafo Regional Police Commander.
Ya twasona yakwe ni wana isi yako aya Nandoli Kalio na abana msini yoho Mami Mary Haruna edi atujwa chemse ne adishi yoho no mani abre esanse aya black voter enono ensutina mafo esebidi bibia no galamse ese no said your kan nsam ne nia omoye no ebi eni.
Our river, the black water that is closer to us, Galamsey, has been a serious challenge we are going through. DISEC continuously chase people along the black water, but as it is flooded now, we're finding it difficult. And as I speak, the machines are always pulled to the Burkina side, and we find it difficult swimming to that level. We cannot do it. So it's a request. We actually want the blue water police to come to our aid. Because of the nature of the water, when we get there, they run and leave their things, then we rather seize the things. So we haven't been able to make any arrests, but we've seized motorbikes and then pumping machines. But as I speak, there are machines along the river. Meanwhile, they have actually connected it to trees along the Burkina side. So it's difficult for one to move from the Champagne area, the sun, to that place. It's a very big river.
NIT aye aban anamsinia o Nandoli Kalio Mami Mary Haruna ena yetini.
Me fa se dan koma Medimosis for sanse wom se me ka kiro se yare biara retete o se bia udidi wie na aduan na ntumi digest ye anaso behwe na asa uliver na ntumi nya adwuma ye adru ba ko ya betumi aboa e lifted capsules o se me ka kiro se ko ba biara yeton adru Ghana fa na nyina se ye heba na se chemical shop no dru ho no obanya bi ato upedudu wetu a fresh 0244 068447 na mamenka for ma say mega cash ye ni won na aka ba kire mu ayese bomoden na fa phone na dial star 426 star 5 na ubedi sika kase ye papa ye gina National Lottery Authority one characters platform ni so ene ye de adwumade erebre ye nga hihye boxes no 1 to 6 it select ba ko bia na utwa ye betew 5 Ghana CDC pe gentle stepmother ke honum wa unim se onyem unsu nim se wanyem obi ankasa unsu nim se wan anyem ntia dangara obewo susu de idasa abofra no be yo bia na se berima ntari abofra no be hye so yo bia na se berima mpaboa obehye tricycle bouncers baby chairs enefe breast pump nyina no mepa chow quality one ubenye bi ato ewo gentle stepmother care a won echira kwan ewo spinters kwantiponi so a wo ben gas furniture wo ni Absa bank no ene di enimhwe wo se minka kire so wo niam no won atetew so 80 0244 238 477 and 0245 681 085 Facebook ya gentle stepmothercare.ghana Instagram ya gentle stepmothercare.spinters gentle stepmothercare your family partner for kids, teens and you. Na mamenka fufa ma se misaka promo no star 274 hash star 274 hash star 274 hash enano ne di mega jackpot ebremu mo amudi sika we no libilibi no labalaba unya twa se pe sika no dia kukrom na beto mumu so bipa cho abangdi da bi eni ho abang bi eni ho obeti 10% bia wom eti bomoding na twa star 274 hash ubedi sika 5 Ghana cedis pe so ho star 274 hash na do ho agem titititia esang say National Lottery Authority one characters platform no and omu regulating no kama ede amaye ntikoso na tie yen 97.9 Power FM so na ubedi sika de biarada X natural mineral water yen super papa sebio a company a wadi abano or a company as a bi we finiki ka wabiara ni no XYZ broadcasting etibo modern na pebi uni wabusiafo wankasa pebi nanom ebebua nso kroje emuda ho X natural mineral water benye biato meko mo anasa uba yeng adwuma mu hanom du ha pe a udika se ohwe me anasa ohwe eye Robert mipacho obeton bi edi amount ne bunu yefo ya wotintin ene ewo ne round kuro ani bi etupedudu to anwa friend 059 627 3546 and 059 627 3547 X natural mineral water na simply natural eni ma minkope bie me ne akua enkope bi ne enom twen yen ye beba sisia.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
The National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302-550-380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the N1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Na ede na ya obeyi oda formason ya funumu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also ya reya titi be benfie pi nanso ni yamu nyono da. Se me show no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what also tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture ya no mbom kotia also no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Also dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture.
Akom ni nchiremu.
Also ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunumu. Etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa. Wogire ho a enyi. Also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye also there compare Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture. Nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu atua ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 020-3822-855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
all satam for FDA age adwade nkratoyi yi atom.
San yama makwaba de moba TV XYZ and the power 97.9 if radio XYZ 93.1 FM so yantua Kasiebo no so nkopwe mu Shama abato impesiaso esanse mrahye begweni a oginem ewo ho eye Madam Emilia Arthur yene mu Erika sai no kyerem se odum djadwumaku na wonwo na abato impesia ne so no won adwumaye mu no won sane ma bi enche da ntoto ye woni ahyen ene niam ahoro a wode be ye adwumanti na nkasa hakeka ne nsasi kakra ene wakoto ahyen bi ede akoma wɔn sɛ wɔn som no wɔtumi ɛfanya edwuma yie madam wɔbra ɔne yɛn ama ne boni a osi yɛn anan ɛwɔ nyansapɔ FM so ɛyɛ Kwame Nkrumah ɛretwetwe nkɔmɔ kyerɛm sɛ ɔyɛ aware nso sɛ fire service fo wɔn office no ɛno nso so enyina yie nti wahyɛ abankrakye panyin a ɔwɔ mpɔtɛm ɔyɛ dentus otis sɛ omomoden no nkɔhwɛ na unsisi odumjafo wanga dan no mfama wo sene be ya wobenya baby pa atena ye adwuma na wode asom manfo
fire service for adwuma woyɛ no ɔyɛ adwuma no ho hia nkrɔfo nhyɛ dan taase yi sɛ yetum na ya ahwɛ fire service a how be brought to here no on to here no pu na mekai de ye kwa probo no 2024 no me be hia hon na wode won ebisade to menyim ekronye car wo hia na wode aye adwuma enti ye de car ya aba na ye de beso shama fire service won fe kakra na wetum na waye adwuma ndem a ose on office no enya ya bredo on the 2014 na yesi fire station na no waba a how kakra says ya maka DC the momodze money works engineer one man mehwe
eno achi opening anu no mensi no mo oye odumja adwumaku no wompanyin ewo ho right Emmanuel Boni enso kire ne so e de kire ma hye begwani no
kaya honorable ba last year be promising and obeye bibia obaya ye benya dam kai nande wa bamu ye binu obi beka de wa ye de dai so oyemboa papa oda man na honorable so aja tum de wa equipment bi oda ye de guma ye de ba ku twitwa te de accident sia ye ba ku twitwa car na ye nipa na wa trap o car no o se ye mfa list no so man na onhwe na ye dan so obaya no be promise sisia ye gina ham no waka nche DC na o man works engineers won bra mehwe na won fire estimate na no ha bibia mfambra na onhwe na onye man eye adikasa why am I Sunday from 2014 I would see then yeah no hwe
yanto aso na yanko eye apa Dentra West na hoso na imrahye bedwani eye honorable Rudolph Amoako Jampa enso akyerem se abatam bi wo ha sikasem eye omde papa na so me bia school sam no enkoye ni nti waye nkakrakra boabo nyoma no a ode akocha ma abatam afi omba menya akwanya akosi ni high school enso dia honorable Amoako Jampa editudwa no ebini
kuma ise ye we no eno nkyere se bibi wo ho ne ye ne saa nanso ye de ka bibi ne akyere mo se dankyiraman ehia mo ho awon mfaso adema dankyiraman eno nti edi se mo fama de sua serious se ne be ya adaachi mo mu bi se ye ni ha mo be gina mu ade amaye obi ba be ye DC na se ya fa ya de sua serious a ye besi dai ne to sa anamon ye besre ye nim se ye ntumi anya ni nyina ye first time yi die nanso kakra ya ye de mamu munsom na ne awofo no so de mamu no mumma ensomani na kwa mu kɔ no mumfa ma disua endi agro
yo na je say we ayo honorable Rudolph Amoako Jampa ena yeten nkanu achi no panyo no ohwe mansi no masuansem so Owura Francis Kofikusi enso edam rahye bedwani no ase
adifefa de ohye ase a woyeye eye nia ye honorable MP for Upper Dentra West ye nia Rudolph Amoako ene be se na kakra bi no se director mumma menhwe enkwala a wo mudi kan a obi a wonya aggregator efe school bi akwa nan wo be yere wo ho aggregator unya no nya ne yade ko grace unya minya grade 25 minya grade 40 minya sangre number minya grade 12 on obi anko bisa ho ye kaka on your mass get set pray wa betu mi kaka se no na wati me defense enti mon kwahye mo ho den na ye hu se ye de oman ni jamu ye de akina ho ane ye ko kakra bi na ye wu ajamu mu na e Ghana ebe ye mo dia
na we ni yakwaso ewo Upper Dentra West abatom peswa no eso
na omanga deshe eno so ne yebegina na awia promotobre Kasiebo October bosomeng ne da tosodu ebiesa no ha ne edi ni nyinara besi ede amamo na mu messages teusi maba kuntem ne mfa ne nyina si patience ofori o se wo hwe na odan ase na akorada bang na metukwan mi pacho mingi wo Ghana Patrick Ofolidan uso wo Austria uso be ma invitation eni meba Henry Anderson so wo Berlin Germany pacho ma invitation na meba Julius so wo Jubilee House ne fei Sabina Owusu eje unu wura munyina muhwe mu tie pa utuntong eye fruit ne fe veggies e won kranha munyinara yedamwase samutie ye.
Yes, sorry, so the anes yemfa awoda eye birthday wish Emma Lance Corporal Owusua Mavis ene eye wawoda eninti happy birthday enko emfa ma
Lance Corporal Owusua
Mavis nyankopon enye okese omfa enda bebre anase mfi bebre enka ofie wefi Francis ene na pamfo
Francis Osebonsu aka Budu mo ifini nchen ti Owusua ya ma happy birthday ana enye budu no friend mo enti akikafo ya da newsroom team ni nyinara se ne FMCR camera crew radio obi biara ya da mwase yanga ya bekin kanka se bodi mamu na wiabre medin de Accra lovely kofida komise ushami wachire wa from Kasongo mene
akuya grantman
ya da mwase
Pan